Gather!
Laid bare! Shine down!
Stabilize!
Overruled! There is no escape!
Solidify!
Laid bare. Busted. Shine down.
Order guide you. Gather!
Transfixed. Quietly now. There is no escape. Busted.
Stabilize!
Laid bare. Shine down. Overruled.
Solidify!
Gotcha.
I will have order! Gather!
Transfixed. Illusion shattered. is no escape!
Order guide you.
Laid bare. Busted. Illusion shattered. Transfixed! Laid bare!
Solidify! I will have order! Gather!
Shine down! Ha! Ha!
Solidify!
Overruled!
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean...
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of...
Oh, don't mind me.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being invested. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new Sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any... Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of some... There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head... it hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module.
Paimon doesn't get it.
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the Overmind.
This Overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members, based on their assigned number and the tasks. Lastly, this system must support the rapid exchange of information within the collective, or even better, allow its members to share their memories and...
Paimon still doesn't get it.
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and... Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together?
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the Hive...
Oh no, then we gotta hurry!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. How?
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a small...
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next... There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually
Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Ilyas?
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilyas is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did Siraj have?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned...
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please, wait, I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right, then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck. Let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and get your paycheck. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Okay. Thank you all.
Relax, Ilyas.
That's true. I'll also try my best to remember anything else.
I'm holding you to that.
Take it easy.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered...
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. Did I seriously do that?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my bot...
Take it slow. Just do what you think is...
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but...
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Take it easy.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us. Ilyas, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two! Ilyas isn't feeling well. You can keep Ilyas, let's find somewhere to talk. So...
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's pay.
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you... It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? Ilyas? What's...
Ah, I see.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I don't care if you're a hero or not.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's...
More so these two. My name is Al-Haytham.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has... Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have...
Well, that's a shame. Okay.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make...
You remember now?
Yes. Thanks for that. You know...
Is that your way of conveying
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember, I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but...
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's, Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective...
You're right. Let's head out.
Stabilize!
Transfixed! Gotcha!
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected? But a momentary distraction.
There is no escape!
Easy money.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Ilyas, do you remember this place? Huh? Did he get separated from us?
There's no need for that.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people.
But he's obviously He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research. That's not right!
A lot of people warn. It's okay.
Half a year of your time and effort. He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilya...
Connecting...
It's clear that this place isn't a work. The Collective Consciousness Project is all... Not entirely.
Quicker. Stabilize!
Shine down!
Here you are. Flicker. The process of elimination.
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
I'll hate them. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that. Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer, but he chose now, of all times, to...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their study? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj? I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
What did you see?
it! He really did trick us! That Giga Jerk! No, Siraj is the real Giga Jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! Ilias!
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive.
You were already Siraj number 36? But...
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect...
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of... It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to... Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After...
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider?
Hey, who...
That.
So you're that Giga Jerk!
Giga Jerk? How bold of you!
You!
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. Then I ask you. There are researchers. People are so upset. Isn't that right, Ilias? There's no need to deny that. In the terminus of welcome, a few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any, but I didn't.
When we arrive...
Oh, you noticed that? The answer is the academia. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. The project will snowball.
We won't let you...
What can you achieve with mere words? Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! And you aren't an out...
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36.
Ilias...
You two are just as arrogant. You think that everyone should... I allowed number... Alhaitham, do say...
I made those words...
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery required. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a... However, when...
Thanks for that. You know, strange, isn't it?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and...
So that's it! And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj! Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that... wait. It's back to normal already!
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but... Such a meager... Your struggle has been in vain.
So many monsters, and... something...
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Despite their lack... Now then.
Hey, Alhaitham?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance and...
Well,
Solidified!
Busted! There is no escape!
I see everything!
All Hatham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve. You see? That is the will of the collect. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their... Whoa now.
Quietly now.
Everyone hold hands!
Shine down!
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Academia. The Matra.
There is no escape!
Solidified!
Illusion shattered!
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of... Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Busted!
Hey!
There is no escape!
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Judgment?
The will of the Collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among them. He is #1. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? Not necessarily.
Busted!
Grow, grow, grow!
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Elias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down in the list! Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and, for example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplified doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then. You knew that Ilias was the bait all along. But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come—
You mean to say—
Is that not so? You view people—
Regardless.
You will stand— I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the general—
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from this—
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trick— By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve.
Seriously? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those—
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver.
Good. See you.
And off he goes.
I done? Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure. Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham. But whether
It's okay. No matter what he chooses.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all did? We can ask Alhaitham.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 30. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth, but I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice.
Ilias?
Don't be sad. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit. Understanding that gave me
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Can you keep... Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for...
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and
Paimon's fine.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter any...
Okay, let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took... Judging by your faces, it seems... I respect your curiosity, but I'm...
Hey, we're not your colleague!
You couldn't tell that wasn't a...
What? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Sir...
See ya.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the Academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place!
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament.
But aren't...
I wouldn't say friends okay, well, we...
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
Are you serious? How could you... Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. Paimon wants to know...
A year ago, Suraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with two The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by... The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative?
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects.
That's way too dangerous.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Suraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their That's why the academia prohibited research into human...
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how... Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right? Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get...
You whisper very loudly.
Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah! You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia, but after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his...
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha Terminal, the fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved, speaks to the lack of research. As the acting Grand Sage, in addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He did.
Paimon understands.
I think minimum viable seriousness is.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being a... I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already... What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However...
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway. But if I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. It's important to keep your...
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya!
See ya.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the Academia...
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage...
Again, that's my...
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have design.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that, Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second...
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand. Can you think of any redeeming features?
Artistry, for sure.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back.
Can't you just be nice and not...
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them...
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be. The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?